I have the honor of convening the 98th Commencement of the University of New Haven. It's my pleasure as Chairman of the Board of Governors to welcome you to this joyous occasion. Today we celebrate the achievements of our graduates and recognize their years of hard work, self-sacrifice, and in particular, their incredible resilience and resolve. We also applaud their proud families and their friends for their support and encouragement. Please stand as Benjamin Grasso, a music major and member of the class of 2021, leads us in playing our national anthem. And remain standing as Martin O'Connor, alumnus, campus minister, and member of the faculty, delivers his invocation. Congratulations to the class of 2021, and welcome to the Charger family.
Good morning. During the course of today's ceremony, President Kaplan will confer degrees upon today's graduates. That's why we're here. And in doing so, President Kaplan will be admitting today's graduates to the company of educated women and men, with all of its rights, privileges, and responsibilities. And there is no doubt that one of those responsibilities is to help us find a way forward from the dark night of disease and disruption from which we are only now, thankfully, beginning to emerge. And as we begin to reacquaint ourselves with the world as we knew it, let us invite our graduates to join the work of remaking that world into a more just, more caring, more enlightened place. And it is in that spirit that we offer this prayer. Good and gracious God, the source of all that is true, the giver of purpose and meaning to our world and to each of our lives, bless this day and every day. In the mystery of your loving presence, we live and move and have our being. Open our eyes to see your presence among us. Keep us humble before the mysteries of our world, but always diligent in the search for truth and meaning, justice and compassion. Bless those who graduate today. May they flourish in their lives and find satisfaction and joy in all that they do. Help them and each of us to remember that we are all a part of something much larger than any one of us. We pray, dear God, that you will continue to pour out your blessings upon our beloved University of New Haven. Bless our students, our faculty, our staff, and all who support our university. And to the work of a lifetime of learning, we invite your grace and our best effort. Give to each of us the nerve and the grace, the toughness and the sensitivity, the resolve and the compassion to always search out the truth that frees and the life that makes all things new. And let us say, Amen.
Welcome, and please be seated. I want to thank Benjamin for that stirring rendition of our national anthem. And as always, Marty O'Connor, one of our great speakers, wonderful minds, and spectacular faculty members, thank you for those incredibly powerful words. Before I look down at my script and welcome all of you, I have to admit that I'm actually quite overwhelmed seeing all of you, being here, live in person. I'd love to cry out in joy, but I'm also reminded of the incredible tragedy and devastation that we've all witnessed and many of you have experienced over the past 15 months. So it's hard to celebrate, but I do have to say, my God, it's good to see all of you. Good morning, parents, faculty, staff, friends, alumni, members of our Board of Governors, and most importantly, the class of 2021. I am proud and privileged to celebrate the culmination of your educational journey at the University of New Haven. Commencement Day is always special. Today, though, it is particularly meaningful as so many of us, it marks the first time since the start of the pandemic that we can actually gather together as a group and celebrate life and all of the wonderful glories it brings to us. Living through a pandemic has created new challenges for many of us, in particular for those of you who are graduating today. At a critical time in your educational journey, you were forced to adapt to new ways of learning, interacting with your classmates and professors, in many instances virtually, certainly masked and with distance. Above all, you persevered. You stayed the course. You embraced and triumphantly overcame the many obstacles that came your way. Amy Morin, a best-selling author and psychotherapist who gave one of the most popular and frequently heard TEDx talks of all time, titled "The Secret of Becoming Mentally Strong," once said, "Mentally strong people overcome setbacks with confidence because adversity only makes them better." Class of 2021, you embodied this can-do attitude, and I am confident you will exemplify this incredibly important mentality in everything you do in life going forward. In the midst of a global pandemic, you successfully navigated the rigors of higher education and have emerged stronger and wiser and better equipped to tackle the complex issues of our world. Beyond the knowledge you acquired and the experiences you gained, you developed a mindset, a resilience, and a sense of resolve that will prepare you to take on the challenges that will emerge before you. I encourage you to fight for justice, to be socially conscious, to be an advocate for equity, to be bold, to embrace innovation, and to seek new opportunities. I urge you, most importantly, to approach your future endeavors with an unwavering commitment to being a compassionate individual. Certainly, if the pandemic has taught us nothing else, it has taught us the importance of compassion, of stepping into others' shoes. Graduates, you should be very proud of what you've already accomplished. Would you all please rise, graduates, please rise, and be recognized by all of us. Graduates, now turn to the audience, to the faculty, staff, your parents, friends, loved ones, and acknowledge them for their support. And I want to make sure I emphasize that we had to limit the number of faculty and staff that could attend, but we still have attendance by faculty and staff. Would all of you please stand and be recognized? Thank you, and be seated. At this time, I would like to recognize a distinguished guest who will be receiving an honorary degree from the University of New Haven today, and therefore is an honorary member of the class of 2021, a wonderful philanthropist, a great friend, and a fine individual, His Excellency Amr Al-Dabag. You'll be hearing from him later on. He'll be joining us virtually. And I want to recognize our distinguished guest and our keynote speaker, the Honorable Senator Richard Blumenthal. I would also like to recognize the chair of the university's Board of Governors, Charlie Pompey, as well as acknowledge the support of the entire Board of Governors, particularly during this trying past year. Finally, I want to acknowledge my wife, Anna-Mona Schweitzer-Kaplan, for all she does for the university and for her incredible support of our students and all they achieve. Thank you. And I want to thank all of the members of the COVID task force that have helped navigate us through these tumultuous waters this past year. And I want to thank all of the members of the Commencement Committee and all of our volunteers who are here today, making sure this ceremony goes as well as it seems to be going. I would like to now introduce today's student speakers. First, you'll hear from Angela Provesto, who is graduating today with a bachelor's degree in communication, who will offer remarks on behalf of the undergraduate student body. Angela will be followed by Jenny Francois, who is graduating with a master's degree in healthcare administration and will give remarks on behalf of the graduate student body. Angela?
Thank you, President Kaplan, and I'm pleased to welcome everyone to SOAR. I hope you're all SOAR excited to be here today. Oh, I'm sorry. You give me a mic and a stage, and I assume it's orientation season. As I stand before you, my fellow graduates, our dedicated faculty, and our parents, family, and friends, I think the first realization that college was going to be a turning point for me was at my own orientation. I remember being so in awe of the orientation program. On the way home with my mom, after SOAR, she turned to me and said, "You're gonna be an orientation leader next year, and I know you're gonna love this school." It was a sweet moment for me because we both knew I found my home for the next 4 years. But I may have taken her advice a little too literally. Next thing you know, I spent the next 3 summers asking high school graduates if they're SOAR excited to be here. But honestly, going through orientation with a lot of you here in this room was the start of a really transformative journey for me, as I'm sure it was for many of you. And it's been nothing short of a roller coaster. From sleepless nights, attending campus events, 2 a.m. WOW trips, homecoming, spring weekend, and that's just the start. Regardless of your major, GPA, whether you're a commuter or a resident, these experiences we've had together fostered personal growth that we'll take with us into the real world. And now, 4 years later, I'm honored to share the stage with you all at Commencement and to celebrate these moments. Just 6 months ago, it was uncertain if we'd even be here right now to celebrate our accomplishments. I am overjoyed and proud to stand before you all today to help celebrate the journey that we all shared. It was difficult. At times, it was tough. It really was. And it's not always what we envisioned our collegiate experience to be like. But nevertheless, we persevered and we did it. It feels like just yesterday, we were greeted with, "Welcome to SOAR," and now we made it to Commencement Day. Commencement can be defined as a beginning or a start. We may be at the end of our college career, but we're at the beginning of our lives. We're only just beginning to become the people we are meant to be. Everything else has been a warm-up. I know I'm not an athletic person, but as the athletes would say, it's game time. It's time for all of us to take what we learned, take the relationships we've built, and start our lives. Today isn't just about a celebration of our years of schooling and accomplishments. It's about embracing our next adventure. But what is our next adventure? Who really knows? I sure don't. If college taught me anything, it taught me that life is unpredictable. Life will continue to keep you guessing and keep you wondering what's next. That's the exciting part. We get to take all of the experiences and skills we learned here and just run. No one can tell us where to go from here. It's up to us to pursue our passions and apply the knowledge we acquired to keep us going and to drive us to success. As Chargers, we're taught to be resilient. We're taught to keep moving, even when it gets tough. That's exactly what we've all done, particularly for the past 15 months. We've showed the world, but most importantly ourselves, that we are adaptable and ready for anything. Our senior year presented us with far more challenges than expected, from quarantining to an overabundance of schoolwork to even walking to the back of Bartell's to get food. Our world has changed, and we have all proven that we are ready to continue striving no matter how difficult our lives get. While the challenges have been numerous, it's important to recognize and reflect on the success and growth we've seen throughout this journey. We are stronger leaders. We are stronger telecommunicators, thanks Zoom. And most importantly, we are stronger people. We are now more equipped to face adversity, and I'm even more confident that we are all ready to take on the world. As we embark on this next adventure, we will always have one thing in common. We are, and always will be, Chargers. Congratulations to the class of 2021. Go Chargers! We did it! Thank you.
Good morning, all. Today is a very special day for us all, and I would like to thank everyone for being here to celebrate us. I am Jenny Francois, otherwise known as your girl, Jenny from the block. It is a pleasure and honor to stand before you. I hope that my story will encourage you, will bring you comfort, and ignite you. To start off, I would like to introduce you to an acquaintance of mine, a reluctant acquaintance that is. Have you met regret? Judging by the silence, I'd say that you have. It was a day like today many moons ago, sitting in my middle school graduation. I was patiently waiting for someone to butcher my name. And of course, they did. The announcer said, "Jeannie Fran Coyce." I said, that's me. I walked up, I grabbed my certificate, and I sat back down. No happiness, no joy. It was just a regular day for me. 4 years later, a similar occasion, but this time in my high school gymnasium. Only this time, my principal didn't butcher my name. And again, I felt nothing. It was another day, another dollar, as the young folks say. 4 years later, as a Charger this time, in the Oakdale Theater, I sat patiently waiting for my name to be called, and I walked up. This time I didn't wobble in my heels. I had plenty of practice. However, I felt nothing. No happiness, no pride, no joy. I felt empty. At each of those graduation ceremonies, the regret was bigger than I was. Regret persisted. I felt like I could have done better, I should have done better, if only I would have. You know the phrase. Regret is a thief, a sly little sucker. It robs you of every opportunity to hope for the future, dream bigger, and live in the moment. See, among the very many lessons that I've learned in life is regret. Life is too short to be messing with regret. See, you never see it coming. However, when it pays you a visit, it could be very blinding. My message for you today is simple. Do not get blindsided by regret. Entering my master's program, I knew that this day would come. I knew I would have to sit through another commencement. Reflecting over the last 3 experiences ignited something inside of me to say, enough is enough. I was tired of living under the shadows of my regret. Tired, exhausted. I knew that I wanted better for myself this time. Enough was enough. Friends, have you ever been so hungry you find yourself eating things that you normally wouldn't? I don't know about you, but if I'm hungry enough, I can eat a tomato like an apple, and that's saying something. The very imagery does not sit well in my spirit. But see, that's what happens when you get to a certain point of hunger. You'll reach for things that you normally wouldn't. Friends and family, I allowed my regret to starve my passions, my dreams, my opportunities, so much so that I was famished. I was willing to do anything and everything that it took to never feel like that again. Whenever regret said, "Don't you remember?" I responded and said, "I'll work harder." Whenever regret said, "You'll never bounce back from that," I said, "No, yes, I will." I did not stop until I kept fighting. And fighting until that feeling of regret turned invisible, insignificant, and non-existent. On some scale, we have all experienced regret. Whether it was missed opportunities to build better relationships, missed opportunities to really indulge in that hobby that you love so much, perhaps not even allowing yourself to enjoy the small wins in life. However it looks like for you, I am here to remind you to keep going. Let that experience teach you, not define you, guide you, not restrict you, empower you, not hold you back. I don't know who told you that you weren't good enough or that that closed door is a shut door, but I am here to remind you to keep going. It was all a lie. I hope you're famished. I hope you're starving enough to do anything and everything to silence that negativity. Hungry enough to prove to yourself that you are more than your shortcomings. Remember, you are ultimately defined by how you got back up and fought to overcome your obstacles and challenges. Let today be that day where enough is enough. I urge you to fight for your right to live your best life. Class of 2021, it is no coincidence that we made it to today. I urge you that you don't let anything or anyone, not even yourself, take the joy away from you enjoying this moment. We did it. Class of 2021, we did it. We made it. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you, Jenny. Thank you, Angela. Oh, the script blew forward. I now have the honor of introducing our keynote speaker, United States Senator Richard Blumenthal. A longtime supporter of the University of New Haven, Senator Blumenthal was first elected to the United States Senate in 2010, following a distinguished career of 20 years as Connecticut's Attorney General. Throughout his remarkable career in public service, he has made an incredible impact on his constituents, and he has long served as a dedicated advocate on countless important issues that greatly impact our state, our country, and our future. He was awarded an honorary degree from the university in 2000, and we are pleased to welcome him today to serve as our commencement speaker. Senator Blumenthal has been an enormously important friend of the university over the time I've been here and prior. He's made a big difference in the university's ability to obtain funding at the federal and state level over the years. He's come to, as far as I can recall, every one of our annual scholarship balls and stayed for the event and gotten up and supported us and done fundraising for us. And as I often would say, he's one of our biggest donors, at least he's affiliated with one of our biggest donors, the United States government. So on behalf of the university, Senator Blumenthal, I appreciate your being here and I appreciate your many years of support for the university. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Senator Richard Blumenthal.
Thank you, President Kaplan, for that wonderful introduction. I'm still trying to earn that honorary degree, by the way. Thank you to Angela Provosto and to Jenny Francois for those beautiful words. I guarantee nobody here today will have any regrets about coming to the University of New Haven, one of the great American success stories in higher education, leading the way on cyber, on science, on forensic analysis in so many areas that are important to the future of this nation. So I am really thrilled and so proud to be here today, and especially to be here in person. We never thought we'd say that. Wonderful to be here in person for this commencement, and thank you to Steve Kaplan and his leadership team for making the decision to be here in person. Thank you. The fact is that President Kaplan and that team have provided invaluable leadership in so many ways over so many years. And I thank them on behalf of everyone in Connecticut and the nation for making the University of New Haven a real beacon of educational excellence, great and growing. I want to thank also all of your parents and loved ones. You know, you didn't get here by yourself. They were with you during this past year and other years that for others of you may have been equally challenging. I want to thank also the veterans who are here today. If you're a veteran of any of our past conflicts among the graduates or in the audience, please raise your hand so we can thank you for your service and your sacrifice. You are the ones who have safeguarded our freedoms and made this ceremony possible. Thank you. And I want to extend my sympathies to the family of Joshua Goodart, who will be receiving his degree posthumously. I know that many of his friends, many of you and his family will always keep him in your memories and he will always be in ours. The fact is that this year has been one of hardship and heartbreak, requiring from you, yes, resilience and resolve, but also grit and gratitude. You have faced challenges that have prepared you as no other class before for the challenges to come. I'm reminded of a Billy Joel song. It's called "We Didn't Start the Fire." Its chorus goes, "We didn't start the fire, it was always burning, since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire, no, we didn't light it, but we tried to fight it." You have been fighting fires. Many of you have been caregivers for family members who have become ill. You've been parents in a time of remote learning requiring your time and patience. You've been first responders. Many of you have been working in medical care already. I met one of you, Ben Gershman, last Friday at the clinic in New Haven, where he was putting shots into people's arms. Thank you, Ben. And thank you to Emily Bean, a Master of Public Health student who served as a contact tracer. And also to Anissa Poirier, a member of the ROTC program who was ranked fourth best among senior cadets nationwide by the United States Army Cadet Command. I could go on. Members of this class have worked closely with the Tau Youth Justice Institute and its MIAT Center for Diversity and Inclusion to advance the cause of social justice. And many of you have also testified before the Connecticut Police Transparency and Accountability Task Force seeking justice in policing. I've been very proud to attend rallies and marches and Zoom meetings with many of you seeking to end climate change, to seek justice in our criminal justice system, to end hate crimes, and in all the ways that President Kaplan mentioned earlier, to improve social and moral justice in our society. You have been fighting those fires. And the fact is, as you go forward, you're going to continue that important work because our country, the greatest in the history of the world, the greatest country on this planet, is still a work in progress. We still have glaring and sometimes even seemingly growing inequities and disparities. They've been particularly highlighted and aggravated during this pandemic. Communities of color have suffered twice the death rate as others because of inequities in healthcare. Women have been unemployed and displaced from the workforce at higher rates because of inequities and lack of sufficient childcare. We need equal pay for equal work, gender equality in this country. And let's be blunt. At a time when the stock markets are soaring and we have more billionaires, literally more than ever before in this country's history, incomes for most Americans have been stagnant or they've sunk. We have a lot of work to do, and it is going to be tough, grinding, demanding. But if you ever lose hope or heart, keep in mind Kristen and Michael Song and their story. Kristen and Michael Song live in Guilford, as did their son, their teenage son, Ethan, before he was killed by a gun in a neighbor's home, a gun unsafely stored in that neighbor's home. They experienced pain and grief unimaginable. I hope nobody in this amphitheater ever has to confront the death of a child as they did. But through their pain, they have led change. They have been change that has helped to save lives. They championed a law, Ethan's Law, to require safe storage of firearms in people's homes. And that law was signed by the governor as a result of their advocacy, their courage, and their strength. And they are now fighting to pass in Washington, D.C., and the Congress, and I'm working with them and leading this effort, a law that will require safe storage of firearms in all homes, in all states, all across the country. They are making change happen. And I tell you their story because their tragedy and heartbreak has helped to inspire positive change. We are going into a time of renewal and hope, where we can learn from the tragedy and heartbreak where we have seen. And one of the lessons of their experience has been they were never afraid to ask for help. You have to be strong and brave to help others. But you also have to be strong and brave sometimes to ask for help. Every generation makes a compact with the one that follows it. The compact is that every generation of Americans seeks to leave this country better than we found it. I'm not going to brag for my generation. I think there are lots of ways we could have done a lot better. But I have a lot of confidence in you. Tested by adversity and by challenge, you have shown your resilience and resolve. You have shown that you are capable of fighting those fires and winning. Thank you for all you have done. Thank you for all you will do. Congratulations to the class of 2021. Go Chargers!
Thank you, Senator Blumenthal, for those powerful words. Very appropriate. Sorry. It is now our privilege to present His Excellency, Mr. Amr al-Dabagh, with an honorary degree.
His Excellency, Mr. Amr al-Dabagh, visionary global leader, brilliant business executive, devoted humanitarian. As the chairman and CEO of the al-Dabagh Group for over 30 years, you have overseen an incredibly successful family-owned business conglomerate that has been recognized among the top companies to work for in Saudi Arabia. Your service as part of the Saudi Arabian General Investment Authority led to a dramatic rise in Saudi Arabia's rank in the World Bank's Ease of Doing Business Index and in the amount of foreign direct investment into the kingdom. Ultimately, your success in business is perhaps only overshadowed by your passion as a philanthropist. For every dollar distributed as dividend, you ensure that a corresponding dollar is devoted to strategic philanthropy. In that very same spirit, you also established Philanthropy University, helping nonprofit leaders make an impact around the world. In writing Omnipreneurship, an organized approach to living a life of meaning, you captured your sage advice and your true definition for success, creating a piece described as a wonderfully inspiring guide to living a life of purpose. His Excellency, Mr. Amr Al-Dabaa, in recognition of your remarkable career and your unwavering commitment to investing in those dedicated to making a difference, the University of New Haven is proud to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Administration, honoris causa.
Thank you. For obvious reasons, Amr Al-Dabaa could not be with us today. He's watching us live from his home in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. I've gotten to know him quite well over the years. He's been a great supporter and friend of the university. He set as his goal early on to help feed tens of millions of young people around the globe and to bring them out of hunger, and he's done so. A remarkable human being. Your Excellency, Amr Al-Dabaa, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors of the University of New Haven, I am pleased to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Business Administration, honoris causa. Congratulations.
President Kaplan, trustees, faculty members, proud parents, and all charges here in person and virtually, congratulations, especially the class of 2021. I promise none of you will ever forget your COVID-19 senior year, no matter how hard you try. Graduations are a time to focus on the present or to share advice about the road ahead. But today, I want to take a different approach, one borrowed from my book, Omnipreneurship, which sets out my methodology to building a life of meaning. So instead of focusing on now or the next few years, I invite you to imagine yourselves at the age of 80, looking back at your lives through a rear-view mirror. As you carry out this exercise, ask yourself the following 4 questions. If you do, I promise that when you reach the age of 80, you will look back on your life as joyful, complete, and free of regrets. The first question requires your full attention. Did I listen more than I spoke? We live in a time of distraction and interruption. Whether we are posting or commenting, many people are making their voices heard widely and loudly. Nearly lost in this flood of words is the art, you could even call it the muscle, of attentive listening. Most people, in fact, are really good at not listening. What they miss again and again are other people's deep desires to feel heard, respected, and connected with. Attentive listening, which is an acquired skill, allows us to broaden our knowledge and perspective. It helps us understand the people we disagree with and exposes the colors of what we have in common. You have 2 ears and 1 tongue, my father liked to tell me when I was young. So listen twice as much as you talk. A college degree is a huge achievement. It's also just the beginning of your education. In a world where knowledge expands by the minute, remember to lean forward and listen. The second question is this: did I taste the salt of the ocean? Let me explain. You may be too young to know it, and maybe I should keep this a secret.
But the biggest enemy we have is time. 2 years ago, my eldest brother was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. He had no obvious symptoms. Had you looked at him, you wouldn't have thought this man is sick. 9 months later, he was gone, like that. It was a tragedy, a wake-up call, a reminder that in the face of a sudden, unpredictable event beyond our control, we must remember to appreciate our lives every day. Most people plot their futures in distinct chapters and seasons: childhood, middle age, old age, a work life, a family life, a spiritual life, as if each one is separate from all the others. This fractured and unbalanced approach keeps us from making the biggest impact every day in our short, precious lives. The Dutch author Alexander Den Heer once wrote, "Don't spend your entire life building a ship without tasting the salt of the ocean." Time is precious. Don't waste it. Remember to cherish the life you lead and the happiness that surrounds you today and every day. The third question is, did I achieve what I set out to accomplish? This question makes me think of my niece, Miriam. When Miriam received her degree in dental medicine, I asked her, "Has your dream come true?" Reluctantly, she told me that while her work would be a good source of income, it wouldn't be genuinely fulfilling. Her dream was to have an impact someday on 1 million people. I urged Miriam to think about the question I ask you, to imagine her life at age 80. At the time, the news in our part of the world was dominated by heartbreaking images of the Syrian refugee crisis. Inspired to help, Miriam came up with the idea of offering the incoming refugees free dental care. But how could she raise money and awareness to advance this cause? Well, despite never swimming competitively before, Miriam became the first woman and only the third person to swim the entire 100-mile length of the River Thames in England, from source to end. Her incredible 10-day-long achievement drew the attention of donors and led to opening her first ever free dental clinic in one of Jordan's largest Syrian refugee camps. So far, her clinic has provided dental care to many thousands of refugees, and Miriam is well on her way to achieving her dream of impacting 1 million people before her 80th birthday. A college degree can certainly help you get a good job, but a job is just one of the ingredients needed to live a fulfilling, rewarding life. Which leads me to the final question. Did I go out on a limb? Maybe you think you are not a risk taker. You would never skydive, or go whitewater rafting, or start a business in your garage. But what aspect of our lives isn't risky? Driving a car, starting a job, choosing a partner, raising a child, attending college, even giving a graduation speech. They are all risks. Everyone here has probably taken dozens of risks this morning without even knowing it. So why not take a risk on your bigger ambitions, the ones you may be putting off? To paraphrase Mark Zuckerberg, in a world that's changing as fast as ours, the only strategy guaranteed to fail is not taking risks. In short, pursuing a dream without knowing the result is a risk that's always worth taking. I promise you will never regret it. Did I listen? Did I taste? Did I achieve? Did I dare? Those are the questions I'm asking you to reflect on as you celebrate your 80th birthday. I said there were 4 questions, but it turns out there are 5. The final question I urge you to think about today. What steps can I take now and this year and next year that will close the distance between my future self and me? Just by asking this question, I guarantee that your life will become more intentional and more present. I aim, therefore I am. To put it in another way, we become who we set out to be. In closing, I wish you a very happy graduation and a very happy 80th birthday. I have to say, most of you look incredibly youthful.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for those powerful words and for your incredible support of the university. I've actually been in that library in his home. I believe there are over 9,000 books there in Arabic and in English. He certainly hasn't read them all, but he's read many of them. And around the room are pictures of His Excellency and his father before him, with every American president going back to Dwight Eisenhower. I don't know if you know this, but His Excellency helped us bring virtually President Bill Clinton to speak to our students. Bill Clinton, for those of you who don't know it, President Clinton taught at the University of New Haven when he was a student at Yale. So this is an individual with incredible connections. I hope you'll all have the honor of meeting him someday. But more importantly for all of you, at the moment, we will now present the class of 2021 with their degrees.
Mr. President, as Provost, I have the honor to present the candidates for academic degrees. I ask that they rise and remain standing until their degrees have been conferred. Candidates for the Master of Science in the Tagliatela College of Engineering, please stand. Candidates for the Master of Arts in the College of Arts and Sciences, please stand. Candidates for the Master of Science in the College of Arts and Sciences, please stand. Candidates for the Master of Healthcare Administration in the School of Health Sciences, please stand. Candidates for the Master of Public Health in the School of Health Sciences, please stand. Candidates for the Master of Science in the School of Health Sciences, please stand. Candidates for the Bachelor of Science in the Tagliatela College of Engineering, please stand. Candidates for the Bachelor of Arts in the College of Arts and Sciences, please stand. Candidates for the Bachelor of Fine Arts in the College of Arts and Sciences, please stand. Candidates for the Bachelor of Science in the College of Arts and Sciences, please stand. Candidates for the Bachelor of Science in the School of Health Sciences, please stand. Candidates for the Associate of Science in the School of Health Sciences, please stand. These candidates have completed their prescribed courses of study and have been examined and recommended by the faculty. Mr. President, I now ask you to confer on these candidates their respective degrees for which they are qualified. And please note that at the end of the listing of the graduates from each of the schools and colleges, we will read the names of graduates who requested to be recognized in absentia.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors of the University of New Haven, I hereby confer on each of you the degree for which you have been recommended and admit you to the rights, honors, and responsibilities of educated individuals. We ask that graduates and their families remain in their seats until the ceremony is completed as a show of respect for the achievement of all of those receiving degrees today. Please be seated. At this time, I would like to recognize a special member of the class of 2021 who will always be in our hearts. Earlier this year, Joshua Goodart, a cybersecurity and networks major, tragically succumbed to COVID-19. At a memorial on campus celebrating his life, he was described by one of his classmates as awe-inspiring. The Goodart family is with us today, and his brother, Joshua's brother Justin, will accept his degree. Please know we grieve with you and that you will always be a part of the Charger family.
Mr. President, as Dean of the Tagliatela College of Engineering, it is now my pleasure to present the individual candidates for their degrees.
Joshua James Goodart.
Can you be Adderley? Taylor Darville. Leonardo Feliciano. Connor Paul Blanchfield Tomaszewski. Samuel Henry Zarowski, magna cum laude. Jordan Salvatore Zimitti, magna cum laude. Michael John Tomarelli, summa cum laude. Tyler John Vecchio. Ernest Kofi Asu. Brandon Di Benedetto. Trey J. Gary. Gideon James Swarden. Alejandra Grisales Arboleda, magna cum laude. Samuel Harry Watson. Igor D. Panchenko. Jessica L. Bologna. Joshua Barrington Emmerich. Amanda Rose Sensi. Seth Mitchell Golombeski, cum laude. Michael Longo Jr. Matthew James DeCourcy, cum laude. Joseph Charles Kroback Jr., magna cum laude. Douglas Martin McLenathan, cum laude. Dominic John Pasanti. Matthew Tyler Chin. Nathan Shelb Reed, magna cum laude. Charles Richard Doback III. April Tarasena Bowen. Nilton Honier Rebellon. Patrick Francis Dooley, magna cum laude. Sean Austin Sandor, magna cum laude. Thomas Daniel Diavro, cum laude. Mason Anthony Kresge, cum laude. Afiz Dingabisi. Kalim J. Cisse. Jennifer Alcantara. Susa Babaumi. Kevin Michael Klein, cum laude. Jake Thomas Fucci. Joseph Edward Quinn. Robert Allen Chenkis, Jr., magna cum laude. Sajjad Abdul Hakim. Amber Renee Walgren, cum laude. Anissa Lynn Poyer, summa cum laude. Bernard Oliver Grant. Robert Boutillier, cum laude. Yuman Arnaout. Joseph A. Grandelski. Vinay Kaushik Srikanteya. Sharan Ishwar Iyer. Mark Eric Morton. Keegan John Schmidt, summa cum laude. Sham Patel, magna cum laude. Cameron Paul Nemec. Xavier Amir Parks. Matthew James McLaughlin. Kevin Antoine. Joseph Robert DeBella. Manoj Kumar Sharma. George John. Serkan Erdash. Sachin Vijapai Patil. Saga Chowdhury. Ritesh Karki. Rajiv Thapa. Bibek Upadhyaya. Alexander K. Lowe. Michael Ivan Perez. Thomas Joseph Cazzarelli. Matthew Donald Hooper. Justin Michael Sella. Jaskaran Singh. George Thomas Pappas. Maximilian Joseph Fleischman, cum laude. Ubaid M. Almuteri, Sr. Mohammed Ibrahim Al-Dosseri. Dima Fahad Aldifer. Corey Roland Corcoran. Sarah Morgan Sloan. Adra Shabihi. Rebecca Lynn Gedraitis. Nathaniel Jamal Messiah Benoit Valson. Baha Wael Hoda. Justin Taylor Dansero, cum laude. Jordan Lee Cubero. Kennig Fernando Ramos. Alan Dwayne Garlock. Anthony Iovini. Annie M. Dengler, magna cum laude. Amber Denora Marrero. Megan Elizabeth Sehan, cum laude. Sophia Mateo. Christopher David Paterzo, Jr. Eric John Misa. Skylar Lynn Surza. Michaela Rose Bauerfeind.
Julie Elizabeth Chamura.
Allison Mary Shaw. Grace Louise Hancox. John Joseph Ryan. Jayanth Dinesh Nambiar. Rajashekar Reddy Muthyala. Nishant Rao Gorakanti. Talishaddin Mohammed. Christopher Michael Dennis. Connor Andrew Marr. Louis Thomas Leonardo Russo, cum laude. Stephen Jared DeRossi, magna cum laude. Margaret E. Mugnier. Anirudda Kalburgi. Sai Teja Reddy Makala, cum laude. Gladys Tendakai Saruchera. Stephanie Teresa Na of Farley Sakafio. Archana Dasharath Marol. Kiara Imani Diamond Richardson, cum laude. Erica Nicole Maiore. Trenton Mark Parrington. Chiranjeevi Sai Koti Akula. Sanket Chandrash Kumar Agnihotri. Anuj Kalpesh Parekh. Rajul Sandip Kumar Mehta. Genius Jatendra Kumar Patel. Raj Ghanshyambai Patel. Ashish Ashok Kumar Prajapati. Yolanda Lorena Vasquez. Matthew Malone. Nayan Vijay Karpe. Swadhinta Anil Nakombe. Vishwanath Neela. Sai Satvik Kumar Chandapatla. Nikhil Jamula. Shirin Nikhil Kalu. Rohan Suryakantral Walawar. Jaideep Sunil Armani. Uday Pratap Prahlad Rathore. Bhavik Ashok Nahar. Ranjan Ravishankar. Abhishek Dipasandra Nagendra. Subhash Sharma Bangalore Vijay Kumar. Yasaswini Suryadevara. Asmita Chandrakant Dahage. Beatrice Ya Yeboah Kabana. Shivani Mathur. Ravi Raja Manakanta Avula. Sai Kiran Rao Nelimarla. Venkata Sai Siva Prasad Manem. Vaishampa Tirunal Meranganti. Akila Gadi. Lakshmi Sankirti Rachamala. Jessica Lorena Ballesteros Casas. Santiago Puerta Garcia. CB Balachandar. Srimak Abhishek Singh Thakur. CB Balachandar. Vaishampa Tirunal Meranganti. Mohammed Sadat Kamal Bacha. Aditya Malind Hunade. Bhushan Ishwar Gorule. Krishna Subhash Gore. Abhishek Sanjay Katkar. Ankit Balakrishna Ray. Saket Ganesh Sarangalike. Sadhan Rajkumar Natarajan. Karanakash Ravichandran. Albie Gregan Sonny. Kavya Vijay Kumar. Venu Karada. Varsha Prakash Babu Rao Govinda Rao. S.A. Okene Elia. Lillian Chidinma Ailuanugu. Victor Tochuku Ezike. Gura Karan Singh Kochar. Aishwarya Patil. Mahir Vijay Kahetle. Smritika Selva Morgan. Namrata Rayanki. Rogan Gopi. Lokesh Megapula. Sanchit Gopinath Patil. Sarvesh Pradip Dastakar. Mayur Vinod Mahajan. Dhiraj Sharad Wakodikar. Muazzam Irshad. Sri Manikanta Arjun Karimalam Manavar. Ram Nikelesh Makala. Rahul Akineni. Shreya Gopal Sundari. Dylan Joseph Chariot, cum laude. Vijay Kachakala. Anuj Himant Kumar Parikh. Darupal Kumar Patel. Saurabh Manoj Kumar Darji. Bhairavi Majesh Madholkar. Chandrakant Reddy Pisati. Ravi Teja Kala. Devendar Reddy Komata Reddy. Navaprakesh Chodavarapu. Pradvi Reddy Amareddy. Divakar Reddy Alala.
President Kaplan, as Interim Dean for the College of Arts and Sciences, it is my great pleasure to introduce the candidates, the individual candidates from the college.
Noah Christopher Castro. Sarah Rose Steele. Catherine Rose Garrison. Janelle Tabuzo Jandragram. Haley Noel Rodriguez. Alexandra Grace Winans. Bridget Elizabeth Butler. Caitlin Marie Gorman. Michaela Takak, magna cum laude. Angelique Hodge. Miguel Pedro Marsal. Victoria Ashley Byros. Amanda Maria Valdegas. Julia Caterina Sensini, magna cum laude. Janella Suarez Macias, cum laude. Alexa Marie Morneau, cum laude. Angelo M. Provosto, magna cum laude. Amanda Elizabeth Ozenbach. Haley Marie Eisman. Dara K. Napier. Natalie Brianna Ramirez. Camille Anise Garden. Samantha Prestez Moscoso. Stephanie Cecile Gonzalez. Kaylee Diane Papapietro. Nicholas Paul Coffey. Winter M. Shimko. Riley Patrick Schmidt. Drinda D. Lee. Shelby Lee Smith, magna cum laude. Rebecca Jacqueline Beltran. Gemma H. Raymond. Christina Alicia Blissett. Sean Thomas Morrissey. Brianna Renee Haglund, cum laude. Olivia Page Wilson, magna cum laude. Nadine Henderson Winship. Felicia Maria Pasculi, cum laude. Kyle Joseph Kraus. Samantha Nicole Alimo, magna cum laude. Jacqueline Renee Marsh. Jonathan Malik Pierre. Brody John Montanaro. Katie Vanessa Ambrosio, cum laude. Michaela Eileen O'Shea, summa cum laude. Bradley Charles Kozakowski. Gabriela Nahomi Granados. Elizabeth Mia Beaudry. Amanda Louise Bello. Haley Marie Flores. Mary E. Marini. Ashley Lynn G., cum laude. Suniti Raju Madhavan. Dina Amen Ilzohari. Brianna Jolise Belton Robinson. Tiffany Nicole Hidalgo. China Monet Blair. Elise Shirley Washington. Wandalee A. Gomez. Emma Rose Hooper, cum laude. Lilia Alejandra Rodriguez. Olivia A. Bisanti. Douglas W. Gordon, Jr., magna cum laude. Connor James Hackett. Benjamin William Cruz. Damian Michael Marino. Elliot C. Corgood. Harrison Gilbert Crawford, magna cum laude. Carrie Ann Ford, cum laude. Sophia Diane Marino, magna cum laude. Paul Joseph Tucker, Jr. Cameron Michael Haley. Paige Lee Brown. Jillian Rose Stady, cum laude. Cora Lee Menasian. Amber Buna Sepunja. Jordan Ashley Bernard. Trinette Yvonne Rose Robinson. Miriam M. Cohen, magna cum laude. Logan Enrique de Mello. Olivia Lee Pecoraro, magna cum laude. Genoveva Cruz. Caitlin Marie White. Serena Sue Charbonneau, cum laude. Rebecca Nicole O'Connor. Cindy Nicole Pineda. Giovanni Pedraza Garay, cum laude. Gabriela Noeli Sanchez. Gabriela Loren Heredia. Jonathan Robert Fair. Kelsey Naya Phoenix. Adriana Dieti Arisnor. Dominique S. Wright. Gianna McKinney. Alyssa Aaron Bork. Tatiana Elise Rivera. Stacy Lee Clay. Alec Matthew Baez. McKenna Rose Huber, magna cum laude. Alexandra Solana Doratinsky. Nancy Helen Adongo Ungani, cum laude. Paige Marie Little, magna cum laude. Ananya Bhupendra Khatri. Ariel A. Maranduke, magna cum laude. Sarah Tabau Driscoll. Madeline Mary Augustine, summa cum laude. Alyssa Nicole Orr, cum laude. Shannon Marie Sadler. David Daniel Payne. Brittany Christine Palmer. Cameron Renee Basora, cum laude. Alyssa Patricia Dela Cruz. Paul Anthony Diorio, cum laude. Colin Jacob Goldstein, cum laude. Christian M. Garcia. Parker James Irvin. Cameron Andres Castro, cum laude. James Anthony Mastrio, magna cum laude. Marissa Rogers. Jennifer Joan Murphy. Emily Elizabeth Summer, cum laude. Jordan Patricia Napier.
Jonathan B. Elder. Jayla Tori Wilson.
Jessica Nicole Dugan.
Jayla Tori Wilson. Jessica Nicole Duggan, summa cum laude. Aaron Renee Keogh Taylor, magna cum laude. Joseph Andrew Moran, magna cum laude. Ryan Joseph Bedlack, cum laude. Juliana Nicole Dimasha. Austin Emerson Moe. Brian Robert Dean. Matthew Varick Chai. Colin James Sherrard. Megan Elizabeth Fearon. Alexander Cowrie. Lindsay Taylor Gordon. Alexandra Nicole Suma. Ellen Alexandra Weiss.
Astrid Mirto.
Cameron Michelle Phillips, summa cum laude. Selena Maria Soto, magna cum laude. Kaylee A. Caparuccio, cum laude. Capri Isabella Huffstutler. Tiba Jamal Alani, cum laude. Rebecca Rose Greenberg. Kaylee A. Gross. Nicolette Kelly Simone. Marissa Leah Bizarrio. Allison Beth Klein, summa cum laude. James Pisano. Elizabeth Sarah Luckett. Dea Nalbani. Saul Almazan. Chidera Sandra Amito. Tanya Yesenia Lorenzana Serrano. Joseph Carino III. Ariana Michelle Kanick. Kyle Philip Markey. Marley Lynn Bobowick. Erica J. Warren, cum laude. Barry Thomas Lewandowski. Christian Andres Zapata, cum laude. Bay Geneva Simone Deckert, summa cum laude. Samantha Lynn Motto. Ava Rose Sestito, summa cum laude. Jenna Mae Tambasco. Robert Bernard Fitch IV. Kevin Abraqua. Joseph Scott DeFosi. Mackenzie Lynn Ranzoni. Taylor G. Thomas, cum laude. Jania Angela Leanne Morris, summa cum laude. Elise Ann Stanziale, cum laude. Samantha Rose Hale, magna cum laude. William Christian Tooney. Hunter Austin Panier. Alyssa S. Valadares. Amanda K. Myers. Ahmad Babajide Afalabi. Netra Mathada Kadalali. Paul Villarreal. Taryn Aileen O'Neill. Christian Josu Garay Marrero. Joshua Martin Williams. Frances Julia Brianna James. Rebecca Ann Stafford. Katarina Jean Carroll. Shane Everett Lawler.
Tina Sapiente.
Nicole Erica Kessler, cum laude. Joseph Edmonds. Peter Joseph Abate. Adam David Armbruster. Taya Serenity Sopranovich, cum laude. Kendall Sue Mayer. Dominic Michael Inzatari. Emily Helene Atkinson, cum laude. Grace Linnell Taylor. Brandon Sunil Badal. Tyler C. Kelly. Joseph Novitsky. Braden Sullivan. Katrina Elizabeth Vickery, magna cum laude. Callum Kai Clapp. William Walter Freely. Shelley A. Macaluso, magna cum laude. Alexandria Anna Severo, summa cum laude. Megan Catherine Luke. Patrick Michael Anderson. Greta Lee Whalen, cum laude. Grace Marie Duino, cum laude. Catherine Lund, cum laude. Vishwa Akshay Khatri, cum laude. Benjamin Thomas Grasso. Kirsten Faith McMullen. Rachel M. Crispy. Heather Lynn Paul, cum laude. Kristen Sarah Colbert. Samuel D. Chassie, magna cum laude. Megan Elizabeth Oberg, summa cum laude. Stephanie Nicole Bollier, summa cum laude. Eric Anthony Watts. Stefania Cesano. Kaylee Maya Feschler, cum laude. Lindsay Danielle Sullivan. Karina Giannini, summa cum laude. Nicole Elizabeth Bellinger. McKenna Roper Jones, summa cum laude. Mia Leslie Stedman. Elizabeth Mary Ford, magna cum laude. Andrew Patrick Castellano. Emily Rose King. Ryan E. Owens. Justine Gabrielle Rivera, summa cum laude. Samara Jo Green, cum laude. Gavin Matthew McRae. Andrew David LeBlanc. Sarah Butler, cum laude. Jennifer Bazzi Lacerda Di Rezendi. Natalie Marie Shaker. Jordan Catherine Nichols. Davieli Alexandra Espinoza, summa cum laude. Catherine Elizabeth Keller. William Lawrence Gottschalk. Stephen Tyler Rago. Vincent Anthony Frontino. Jeffrey Adrian Dafsick. Jake Allen Richard Palin, magna cum laude. Thomas Joseph Vasta Jr., Leslie Estrella, Brianna Rachelle Grant, Elizabeth Eliana Edison Sloan, summa cum laude. Luz Dolly Ocasio Serrano, magna cum laude. Najee K. Norris, cum laude. Sydney Shea Mitchell. Aaron J. Sanabria. Hobbs Bryant Parisienne. Madeline Elise Hollander, cum laude. Jenna Nicole Morozek. Rhea D. Thomas Hill. Rachel Henderson. Danica Chambers. Kristen Alexis Helene Marcus. Jordan T. Harris. Ruman Ellison Yobaha.
Mr. President, as Dean of the School of Health Sciences, it is my pleasure to award the individual candidates their degrees. Rashid Shanjair.
Jenny M. Francois. Courtney Marie Muir, honors. Jamie Atkins. Donija Williams. Alexander Joseph Bases. Sarah Imad Aburumi. Novathi Kopasetti. Brittany Tobin. Yanis Vanessa Mendez Fernandez, PhD. Danielle Elizabeth Dunbar. Sheridan Lee Witkowski, summa cum laude. Joseph James Lester. Callie Elizabeth Martinez. Nikita Kamal Taakor. Christine Williams. Tiffany Green. Joanna K. McDaniel. Crystal Donella Brown. Janelle Anne-Marie Dawson. Casey Amanda Cody, honors. Melissa Jane Alonia, honors. Destiny Star Rodriguez. Anna E. Clement, honors. Daima Shamoya Nicholson. Ya Amenyo Do. Jennifer Ryan Jock. Garrett Curtis Newsom. Alexandra Lee Bruds. Alexa Marie Houle, honors. Caitlin Nicole Kowalski, honors. Kimberly Brooke Nichols, high honors. Megan Christine McCann. Brianna Nicole Ziner, high honors. Danielle Francis Batson. Travis Michael Nelson. Victoria Lily Barone Lopez. Chelsea West Cassidy, cum laude. Alexandra Claire Iannotti. Michelle Ann DeCanto. Disha Sawney. Selena Chome. Lauren Chrisma Denise Bradley. Zaria Nikenji Popplewell. Agneris Angelica Rosillo. Miranda Victoria Miranda Node. Kelsey S. Smith. Ikes Farquharson. Raven S. Tavares. Sarah Aturina Siskar. Olamitola Oyukatsola Solomon. Gabriella Lynn Palmieri. Francesca Kate Faratich. Nicholas La Cancelera. Monica Mia Ruiz, cum laude. Courtney Lynn Page, high honors. Caitlin Lee Davis, high honors. Kylie Marie Schlotman, high honors. Gabrielle Alexandra Russell, high honors. Samantha Celine Perez. Andrea C. Harrison. Benjamin Evan Gershman. Christopher J. Hughes. Adam M. Lustig. Marissa A. Matthews, magna cum laude. Sade E. Hankey. Miranda Morningway. Jasmine Imani Adrian. Danielle Elizabeth Wolf. Jenna Piger. Rachel Elizabeth Collins, summa cum laude. Wesley Dean Burton. Nancy Olamide Adeolu. Elijah Oyinyefa Arye. Molly A. Roderick. Vlara Krasnicki. Dana M. Neshwat. Diana Pereira Pino. Samantha Cruz Hernandez. Joseph Emmanuel Nieves, cum laude. Kelsey Elizabeth Moran. Aisha Amatia. Aaron E. Heritage, magna cum laude. Haley C. Line. Emily E. Holland, magna cum laude. Maureen Simeon. Jennifer Changer. Gabriela Nicole Chavez. Miss Natalia Elise Roberts. Hannah Vale. Charene Blackwood. Comfort Nena Udo. Kaylee Drew Wills. Savannah Charlie Papuga, honors. Mary Catherine Rohrig, high honors. Dana Noel Petrowski. Heather Lynn Tundalo. Sarah E. Parisi, honors. Jennifer Lee Perez, high honors. Taylor Capri Gainey. Brianna Lynn Miller. Michael Ryan Lalonda. Patricia Ann Morell. Teresa Barbara Papstein. Stephanie Nicole Sudikoff, MD. Michelle Perillo. Amy Lee Pellegrini. Bolivar E. Baez. Renee Deborah Miller. Bonnie Yvonne Waters. Rachel Pratt Hotkowski. Tracy Renee Naylor. Sarah Jane Lombardi. Venkatasai Chidambara Rahul Ravi. Lindsay Michael Rohr. Woobery Hilarion. Emily Bean. Diane Elaine Polo. Zainab Aslam. Samantha Elizabeth Zajac. Aishagal Merva Tigre. Devanshi Sunil Shah. Tejaswi Nakanti. Prajwala Pannaguli. Benita Tina Litchmore. Rochelle Nicole Carbon. Gloria Dejana Ovalle Penilla. Ali Aslam. Tyler J. Ballard. Zoe Bausrau. Daniel Andres Buddha. Iharman Alex Ekor. Magna cum laude. Brandon Jandreau. Mohammed Anas Owais Gori. Kimberly Marie Govia. Krikor Herlopian. Mohammed Aziz Jabri. Ankit Joshi. Ritesh Karki. Rahul Lakma. Alicia Kate McDonald. Sangom Mainali. Angela Rose Mercurio. Sai Naga Akil Nara Harasetti. Michael John Orsini. Jose Ignacio Perea Tamayo, cum laude. Ravi Teja Polava Rapu. Yuwen Zhao. Gray Edward Almeida. Ryan M. Assini. Madison Eileen Boulay, magna cum laude. Maria Carpinelli. Taylor Danielle D'Amato. Leanne Farrar. Nicole Mary Govert. Michaela Elizabeth Green. Kayla Elizabeth Hall. Andrew Stephen Lavoie. Devin Ann McCormick. Kelly Irene Nelson. Melanie Amanda Rooney. Jessica Shannon Smith. Teresa Jean Tillman. Micah Baxt. Nina Ann Jacob. Nisa Sharestha. Amia Reddy Yeruva.
And now, graduates, as the final action of these ceremonies, to symbolize your passage into the community of scholars, please move the tassel on your mortarboard from right to left. little more enthusiasm, please. Much better. I am pleased to welcome you into the university's Alumni Association, a network of more than 61,000 individuals from across the country and around the globe who are ready to assist you. I want you to leave here today filled with the pride for all you have achieved to earn this degree and excited for all the future holds. Above all, I hope you will apply what you have learned to make the world a better, more equitable, and more welcoming place. What gives me great hope is that, like the graduates who have come before you, you're equipped with the skills to address the issues that we are confronted with and the problems we, as a society, will face in the future. I am confident you will make your mark on the world and that you will continue to make us proud. Congratulations. Finally, I now ask the guests to please rise and remain standing at your seat as the stage party exits. Again, congratulations, class of 2021, and go Chargers!